What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Mickey Pixels, and I'm back with a new YouTube video. We're back with another episode of Chyna's Telenovela, and this episode is crazy in itself. And also, I'm gonna be streaming her later on today, so you gotta see her in live and action and everything. And yeah, I have played a lot since this very day. I played a whole bunch. So this is kind of a day in a life, but I actually really want to update you guys. So I'm not really gonna be talking about what she's doing. I'm really gonna be talking about like mostly what has happened over the time being. So you guys can see that Rose used to be more than a friend, and they've been going out for at least a year, and then her best friend died, Mark. They were friends for like the longest. They've been friends for at least 2-3 years, and then he died at the freaking family slash best friend Thanksgiving type thingamabob. And it clicked for her, like she really was in love with him. She really didn't want to be with Rose, and so she broke it off with Rose. And then all of a sudden, he started appearing to her in like ghost form, because like when Sims die, they come back and they kind of haunt your place or whatever. And I really wanted him to do that so we could bring him back to life. So he started visiting her. They started getting closer, like in friendship, and also in like in romantic type, type thing. So at this time, she'd been broke up with Rose. She was basically trying to figure out her next step, because it was kind of like Mark was kind of her world when he was alive. They were best friends. He used to come over there every day. He used to watch movies. They would go out and see the city together. Like that was her best friend. And then she figured out, like she read an article where she said that you can bring somebody back to life. So she got all the ingredients, and she searched around in different parts of different towns for these ingredients. So she's looking for these ingredients, and then she finds all of them. And then around the time that she, finds all these ingredients, she's been woohooing with a ghost. So she gets the ingredients, she mixes it up into a dish, because you gotta find a few things from different places, and you also gotta get like a fishing skill and stuff. So yeah. So basically after that, she found everything that she needed. She cooked it up into a dish, and then she took a pregnancy test. This girl was literally pregnant by a ghost, and also she brought him back to like the same day. So then a couple days went by. Mark is back to being a whole human, and everything's going great. But we forgot about Lena, his girlfriend over there, and we did not know that his girlfriend at the time was pregnant either. So she came over because she was sad or whatever, and we were friends as well. And I really forgot about her because she wasn't coming over as much, because we would try to call and check up on her and stuff with the Slice of Life mod, and she would just be like, she didn't want to talk, she just wanted to be by herself, she would just breathe and all this other stuff, so we gave her space. And then she just pops up one day over here, and we see that she is pregnant, and I'm like, okay, she's pregnant, okay, that's not no big of a deal. Then okay, I was like, okay, she's pregnant, yada yada yada, okay, that's cool, that's fine, she's pregnant, that's okay. We can just have two children, and they can be like best friends and everything. That was a little cute situation. Then Rose comes back over to our freaking house, and I'm like seeing that like she has to come and visit the day of, I think it was a Spice Festival. So the Spice Festival is going on, and she is at our house or whatever. She says she wants to talk or whatever her desires, and then I basically is looking at her because her outfit's a hot mess, because she's down here at the Spice Festival now, and she had like this Max's Match EA game outfit on. So I change it, and then everything looks huger, like her everything is kind of like out of place, and I'm like, okay, I didn't make you like this, so like what's going on? So I thought at this time, I turned her to the side, and I was like, okay, she has a little baby butt, that's fine. There's Danny, she must have moved on. So I click on her, MC Command Center, and I looked, and there you go, she was pregnant, but not by anybody else but Chyna. And I was like, whoa, and it was twins at that. Right now she's in her second trimester, so the baby should be here in at least like, I would say maybe less than 30 days from now. So if I keep playing the game like I've been playing it, I'm gonna basically have we're gonna have some children real soon. China's still in her first trimester. When I actually did her birth, not birth, but the pregnant announcement or whatever. Oh, yeah, this girl thought it was okay to put some makeup on her face from EA, and I was like, okay, let me help you out. But basically, this is crazy, y'all. Like, I didn't know, I was not expecting this. This was kind of like it really wasn't what I was expecting for China. Like I was expecting her to be kind of like a mirror, a second life for her, so I kind of mirror my Sims into my second life. But like this is a whole telenovela, and I am super interested in this series, and I'm excited for this, y'all. So we did a lot today. We went on a date. We did a whole bunch of stuff, and we basically wanted to talk to Rose or whatever, even though she came here with some clown looking makeup. We basically kind of talking to her about the babies and like when they're gonna come or whatever. When I created this video, she was in her first trimester, so that's the reason why like there was really no interactions for um ask about due date and stuff. She was still in her first trimester. She recently just hit her second trimester. She came over and I've been checking up on her, like going inside her household daily, trying to like figure out what I'm gonna do because I do want to do a video for next week or maybe do it on Twitch where I'm basically gonna redecorate her apartment. But y'all, so we have at least 3 children. I don't know how many children China's having. I want to kind of see in her second trimester what she's having, but we could be having twins, triplets, or something of that sort because her house has the twins tray up there, and I forgot all about that until I took the pregnancy test, and I don't want to cheat anything. So yeah, but I'm excited though for trying to have 3 children and everything. And I'm just excited, but I don't really know if it's gonna be three children because right now I'm just guessing that's gonna be 3 children. It could be twins with China as well, but she's very tiny. But I do have a lot of mods in my game. That's the reason why that I made their pregnancy so long because I don't want so like say for instance China gave birth, okay? And most likely Rose is gonna give birth first because she was most likely pregnant first because when she came over to our house she was like 3 days into pregnancy, her first trimester, but her stomach was extra large like she was in her second trimester or whatever. But I forgot that I have downloaded so many new mods into my game, and most of them have to do with like realistic gameplay and everything. So like the summers are like 50. Okay, so one baby or like triplets, they're like 30 to 50% less of stomach. So like first trimesters look very like complicated. You don't really know what you're having because your stomach is so tiny. Twins, there's like maybe 75% smaller, but they're like out here. Like, twins are kind of like out here. And so it's basically like she's in her second trimester when she's really in her first, and then when she's in her second trimester, it looks like she's in not she's kind of in between the first and second trimester. Also, I want China to get into a lot of new things when we actually get our new house. So, because that's another thing I want to do is I want to get her to start gardening and fishing and stuff like that. And eventually, I want to move Mark in the house. And also, I want us all to like co-parent or whatever. Or Rose can move in and it can be like a, full house type situation. I don't really know. But the thing is, it irritates me about giving people my key to my apartment. They just feel like they can show up anytime they want to. Like, no, sis, I didn't give you my key so you can just waltz in here when you feel like it. Like, and that's the thing I don't get with Sims. Like, but also, y'all need to get Slice of Life and y'all need to get Explore mod because when you be sending them text messages and stuff, especially with Slice of Life, they come straight over to your house. So say for instance I'll text Mark a flirty message or whatever. He'll come straight over. And I love her relationship with Mark. It's so different because when I first made China, I wasn't really focusing on her romantic relationship, but I knew that she wanted to have a companion or whatever because it's we'll be playing with her sometimes. So the way that I kind of picture her, it was kind of her gonna be doing her own thing as a journalist and everything. And then all of this stuff that started happening were like, it was so unplanned. If you guys actually want to see my reaction when he died at the Thanksgiving type thingamabob, check out her Instagram, because that's the basic. I basically went to Instagram right then and there because it was kind of like our first true get together. It was Chyna, Lena, Rose, Mark. All of them were kind of just chilling in the house, dancing, eating food, and it was a good old time. And then all of freaking a sudden, he started to start laughing out of control, and I was like, oh no, he's finna die. And then I go over there and I was like, okay, come on, Grand Reaper, don't be a pain in my hind parts today. Just bring him back to life. Because this has happened before. My Sims has laughed out of control and their significant other brings them back to life. But I thought that it would basically be kind of like the same, thing. They were best friends when he died. So I was okay. They have a really close relationship. He should be able to bring him back, right? So I get her to plead, and then I read it, and I was like, and they try to play my sis, trying to put her in this outfit for her party. I didn't do her party because I was expecting this to be party attire. I would have did her party attire, but actually after this video, he took us here for dinner, and it was pretty nice. Like the place is nice itself. I was really confused when I first got here. I ain't gonna lie, because this is actually a pre-made town where someone has actually made this save or whatever, and I want to add some new like restaurants and stuff. So most likely in today's stream that I'm gonna be streaming later on today, I'm going to be putting down some new lots. Probably not really playing with China because I'm just kind of scared that something else is gonna happen. Then I gotta update you guys again. Plus, I'm gonna start recording more with China because she was supposed to be like a current household, to be honest. And then she has her own series now. I like, this is all telenovela. Like, you don't come in the semi shuno and you trying to work on your like. She already so much of Jane the Virgin. She just wanted to be a writer, and all this stuff started happening to her. Same thing with her. She just wanted to be a journalist, and all this stuff started happening to her. It's like, it's crazy. Like, I can't explain how crazy it is. I did not plan that this at all. The only thing I actually kind of planned was her relationship with Rose, but then I wasn't expecting for her relationship with Rose to kind of fail. And personally, I was not trying to get her with Mark. I was trying to get her with Rose, and they did get together. But then when he died, like, their relationship suffered so badly. Like, I wasn't even trying to get it to suffer badly. This girl, every time that Rose would come over, bruh, she would be like, I am not feeling this. She would basically kind of like talk, like, she basically would be like in a terrible mood. Like, she would be either miserable or depressed the entire time. It doesn't even matter. I can even, like, when your sim is depressed or they're miserable or they're in some type of sad mood, they can do romantic interactions. They can't just do a regular talk. They can't really do anything because they're in a terrible mood. So I was like, okay, before this gets really ugly and she may break up with us, let's go ahead and end it with her, because I don't want China to be in an unhealthy relationship. I don't want Rose to be in a relationship she don't want to be in either, because it was terrible. Because that's how I was like, at first I was like, okay, I'm gonna bring him back. I'm gonna figure out how to bring him back for her, because I know that her relationship with him was gonna suffer. Like, her relationship with him, she didn't even let the girl. I think it was his girlfriend at the time. Lena was his girlfriend at the time. She didn't even let the girlfriend take his ashes home. That he died at her house, and he stayed at her house, and she still has his tombstone in her inventory. So that's how you know she wasn't playing no games. And the thing is, even Lena trying to reach out to her, like after the fact that we brought him back to life, and she thought he was still dead, she literally kept reaching out to us, and we was not feeling it. But we actually eventually started talking to her again. Lena and her are cool, but she was not feeling the fact that we were dating or we were dissolving, or I don't really know, kind of like dissolving basically going feelings for someone like that she's already with. or whatever. We weren't really thinking about no one else but themselves. And Mark didn't have a problem with getting with you know who, Chyna. I think that he really liked Chyna from the beginning, like way back when they met. And he didn't want to speak on it. But when they met, him and Lena were together too. So she was basically getting to know Rose, and he was basically just like that was her like that's her best friend, yo. Like I don't care. She's not getting no new best friend because you know like in The Sims you can't have more than one best friend. I need to find a mod that actually fixes that because we have multiple best friends. Also, another thing that I want to update you guys on, but I update you guys on stream, she has met some new people, and also I'm thinking about planning a baby shower for Rose and everything. So I'll probably be doing like a little baby shower episode or a machinima or something. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a machinima with the whole baby shower thing. I really don't know because like I really do want to do a baby shower, but also another thing I don't know about is I don't really know if Mark should move in. Like it just kind of gives me like it gives me anxiety because like I'm like okay, China's been having her own place this entire time, and I really just want her to have her own place until the babies get here. Then he moves in because I don't want him to be here, and because thing is y'all, they're together. That's her boyfriend. Like they're official, but she still has other things that she wants to explore in her life before she starts getting to move in with like a guy moves in with her because we're not moving in. I don't know where he lives at now because when your sim dies and it comes back to life, they don't go in their original house that they were in. He was living in Lena. He was living with Lena at first, but now we don't know where he living. So and the thing is, I want to probably wait till the second trimester, find out what we're having first, then basically make a house for her and her children and Mark, and maybe Rosa move in because she still will be living in the city because I don't want her to move out of the city at all because that's the city is her life. Journalism is her life. We're not gonna take off our career either just because we are having a child. When she actually comes back to she's gonna take some time off work. She's probably gonna take at least like maybe 2-3 business days or vacation days I should say. Take those off, you know, get get everything in order. But basically I've been doing a lot of like mod searching for better baby mods. Sims, EA, please give us new babies. I do not want my babies to be an object. I want them to actually be like a whole baby, okay? And plus, I want to do like a little birthing video of Chyna, and I can't do that with no darn little Maxis thingy-mabob object. But if you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to tune in for the stream. This is not the end of the video because I got a lot more to talk about. Um, I had a lot of fun on this date, even though like the thing it is, I don't get about the date. I need to get like a better dating mod or something. Also, I need to put this mod in my game called when he calls for dinner, he pays. Because yesterday, he invited us back to this restaurant. The restaurant wasn't that bad, but they just have some poor quality drinks or whatever. So we come there for dinner, and he asked us to go on a date with him. So I'm okay, he gonna pay or whatever. This mother really did not pay. Wow, she threw it right when she got home. Oh, I forgot about that. So we basically eaten. We got dessert. We got the main course. We really didn't, go for the whole three thing. Appetizer, main course. Did appetizer, main course, and appetizer. We just went for the main course, and we got dessert and got some drinks. All again, they were poor quality, so we were trying to get out of there. Also, y'all, when we left the restaurant, we were a little bit drunk, and I was like, oh no, she needs to sober up because first of all, not supposed to be drinking alcohol while having a baby. Secondly, it's just bad. Like that's just kind of bad. But also, I'm excited because when we actually do start, when our kids are like over, I'm gonna make a babysitter. Like I'm gonna create a little babysitter, or I'm probably gonna probably get her to meet a teen inside of the. Oh yeah, Lena came over. But the thing is, y'all, that's what I love about China. She's into protest. She's into a lot of stuff, and that's because I said I don't really want Mark to move in so soon because when when he moves in, are we gonna be able to do all those things? Basically, I found that she was having a girl. Mark's child was a girl as well. Um, I was actually kind of curious, like, was he gonna have a boy with Lena or was it gonna be a girl? But the thing it is, I don't know who got pregnant first, so yeah, that's actually going to be basically a mystery on my part because I don't remember them. Because the thing is, those were they were my Sims at first, so they were not made. They were not put in the town by anyone else but myself, and I don't remember getting them to try for a baby before, but I could have, but I really don't remember when that happened. So I don't know who got pregnant first because I know a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh yeah, who got pregnant first?" Da, 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 da. I know for sure Rose got pregnant first on my side of things, and then Chyna got pregnant, and then around the same day we found out that Chyna was pregnant, we found out a couple days later that Lena was pregnant. So it could have been Rose, Chyna, Lena. And then I also went inside her household and gave her a makeover because, honey, she needed it. She's been looking like that since the day we met her, and that was like in my storyline 2 years. So we actually see she don't like us, y'all. She really don't like us. Low key, she's like, I think she's kind of jealous because she's like, how did you literally get him to come? She's like, she has done so much with Mark. They go on dates like every single day, and also she brought him back to life from the dead. Like who many people can't say that they brought their significant other back from the dead. Like no one can actually say that, but she can say that because it's The Sims. So yeah, and I really don't know what's gonna be like this series gonna hold because this is crazy. Like 1 minute it says me mirroring my Sims to my second life, and that was a whole telenovela out here in these streets. Like, ah. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I love you guys so much. And I hope to see you guys in my next one. And that'll be later on today, episode 3 of the telenovela China type thing. When I said I was going to be focusing on my Sims, I really meant I was going to be focusing on China. And I did not know that China's Let's Play was going to blossom so fast. Like, I'm super excited. I have went shopping for Boy CC and boy toddler CC, girls toddler CC, baby furniture, and I also got so many new mods for the babies and just for gameplay in general. So if you guys are ready for this let's play, make sure to them down in the comments and tell me, like, who do you think actually got pregnant first, because you actually really can't tell in my game until a few days in, unless you're having twins in the game. If you are like in your first trimester and you are pregnant with one child or triplets, you can't tell. You can't tell, like, your stomach is like kind of has like a little bit of chubby weight because it's how to kind of have like how my mod is basically set up. So who do you think got pregnant first? Do you think that Lena got pregnant first, Rose got pregnant first, or do you think that China got pregnant first? Because the thing is, y'all, I don't really know who actually got pregnant first because I was stalling for China to see who she was, like, if she was pregnant or not, because it took her 5 times to get pregnant. 3 times to Rose, 2 times Mark. So that's why I said I was kind of like skeptical because I didn't want her to be sad because it was a hot mess. Okay? But I'll do some more explaining in today's stream. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Love you guys so much. Make sure to check out my first video of this series. And yeah. Also make sure to turn your post notifications on because a lot of you are subscribed to the channel but haven't turned your post notifications on. And I hope you guys enjoyed being here for these 20 something minutes. And I will catch you guys later. Peace, everyone. Smooches. Mwah.